Greetings, I'm Professor K, and in this short video presentation we're going to see how we go about setting up our lab environment so that we can successfully complete the Capture the Flag walkthrough for Lampiao. Now inside the lab file you will find the download link for the actual OVA file that we need for our target machine, Lampiao. So let's go ahead and begin there. You're going to go out to the site, and it is from here that we're going to download the target machine. Just scroll down till you come to the location for the download. Select any of these downloads. I chose the mirror for the Woolen Hub location for this particular file. You're going to download it as a zip file. Once you have it downloaded, we'll go into the location and then we'll extract the contents. So let's just go ahead, begin the download process. Now you're going to save the file to any location on your machine. I have a particular location where I keep all of my CTF downloads located in one central location. I'm going to save it to that location, and then I'm going to go to that location and we're going to begin the extraction. Using File Manager, I'm going to go to my location to where I saved that particular download. And you'll see that I have downloaded the archive. Now once I have the archive, all I have to do is just double click it. That shows me the contents of the archive. Up here in my File Explorer I have the option to extract everything. I'm going to click where it says Extract All, and then it will extract the contents to the same location. Once you have the contents extracted, you can open up the extracted folder and you'll see that you have an OVF file. That's going to be the file that we're going to import into our VirtualBox. Once you have your contents extracted successfully, go ahead and close out your File Explorer and let's open up VirtualBox Manager. Now up inside of your VirtualBox Manager, you can go to File, and from here you can select from the context menu Import Appliance. From here you're just going to click on the Browse button and you're going to go to that extracted file. And that's the only file you're going to see is that OVF file. So just double click it, click Next. From here you can rename the file to something that's more conducive to what we're doing here. So I'm going to go ahead and call this the name of the actual CTF that we're working with. I'm also going to uncheck the box for USB controllers, as this usually causes an issue when trying to launch the VM. Then I'm going to click on where it says Import. The importation will take just a couple of minutes. Once the importation process has completed, just scroll on down to the bottom of your left window pane, find your particular CTF, right click on it, and let's go to Settings. Go ahead and click on Network. Now I like to use Bridge Networking. This gives me a 192 address. If I leave it at NAT, I'm going to have a 10 dot address. Not a big deal, but I just like having the 192 address when I'm demonstrating how these CTFs actually become completed. So I'm going to pull this down and I'm going to select Bridge Networking. You can go ahead and leave it at NAT if you like, but make sure that your Kali is also using NAT. They both must be using the same type of networking. Go ahead and say OK to that. Now you can go ahead and you can launch, just by double clicking it, your CTF for Lampiao. Now you're not going to get anything here but a DOS prompt or a terminal prompt. So you can go ahead and minimize this. I already have Kali up and running. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to open that up real quick. This is Kali. I've already updated Kali. I've done both the app distribution-upgrade and I've done app-update to ensure that I have everything updated on my Kali machine before I start this. To ensure that I remain organized and that I don't get lost with my location, I like to work inside of a particular folder when I'm doing these CTFs. So on my desktop I just right click and I create a new folder, and I'm just going to name it based on the name of whatever CTF I'm working with. In this case I'm going to call it Lampiao. I'm going to say Create, and there's the folder. Now when I start working on this particular CTF, I'm going to change my directory location over to this particular folder. Now I'm inside of the folder. So everything that I do will be saved and located inside of this working folder. This is not a requirement, it's just something I like to do to stay organized. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring up our target machine. And as I previously stated, you have nothing to work with here but a terminal prompt. So you can go ahead and you can minimize this and leave it minimized. So let's bring back up our VirtualBox Management Console, and let's right click where it says Kali on the left window pane. Let's go to Settings and ensure that we're all on the same sheet of music here. Let's click on Network and make sure that our networking type is set to Bridged Adapter, and we're good to go. In our next video tutorial, we'll see how we go about footprinting the target, gathering information, and learning what exploits are currently available on the machine. And in our third video, we'll actually begin the attack and see how we go about gaining root access to the target. So once you're assured that your lab environment for this particular capture the flag exercise is set up correctly, you're free to move on to video 2.